Welcome back once again, wonderful people. Welcome back to Talkwave TV channel. Where will bring to you latest news updates. As it is hot, my people, I don't carry come again with news. Maybe say I carry come. I beg anyway where you did listen to this wonderful channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share. That one be very important. And the news what I'm going to talk about, and I know say the demolition of Igbo and properties in Lagos State, it don't they become too much wahala, and we say the federal government don't they look into it as they don't report give to Lagos government, and they talk say nothing like that. But aside from that one, my people, it gets another news where I carry come. So I just dey look the news. I say I go share on this news, and then say anybody complaining about hardship in Nigeria under Tinubu is not being realistic. Now Onoli talk this one. Say anybody complaining about hardship in Nigeria under Tinubu is not being realistic. The General of National Orientation Agency, Lare Issa Onilu, says Nigerians are going through the current hardship because President Bola Tinubu is trying to give them something better. According to him, those complaining are not being realistic because nothing good comes easy, and Nigerians should be ready to pay the sacrifice. He submitted that the policies and decisions of the current administration, which some people view as hardship, are only necessary steps needed to make the country great and better for the citizens. Onilu, who is the former All Progressive Congress National Publicity Secretary, added that President Tinubu inherited a country with many cracks due to years of neglect, and is only trying to pull the old structures down as to build a more benefiting shelter. He stated that it is better to make sacrifice now and get a better Nigerian than keep on managing the structures and risk a total collapse. Freebies loaded a report that the NOA board made the submission during an interview with Daily Sun, which he urged Nigerians to believe in the process and hold on to the promises of hope made by President Tinubu. He said the first promise is hope, and when you have hope, you know that progress is being made to attract others. Anybody who is talking about hardship now is not being realistic. When I don't hear am now, say anybody when they talk about hardship is not being realistic. Say make una calm down. Say Oga Tinubu is on the process and in there on the process in making things better. Say make una no dey complain no complain again. Say Oga Tinubu is in the process in making things better. Now Oga Nunuli come dey talk for here. So why Nigeria is a building? Nigeria is like a building or a house with multiple cracks for several years, but all we do is to patch the cracks with cement while more continue to widen. When a new buyer or new tenant comes and decides to bring down and rebuild the building so that it will collapse in the process of rebuilding, people will not have shelter. Sun and rain will beat them, and regardless of whatever arrangement they will make palliatives, it can be concrete enough to replace what this would have. The choice for the people is to say they prefer the house to continue cracking until it collapses on our hand, or be ready to sacrifice to ensure that there is a proper foundation for the new building, better than what we have ever put in place. What they need is to see the sincere effort that truly a new building is coming, so that the sacrifice will make a meaning. But if in the process some people refuse to acknowledge the situation and keep complaining, that is not realistic, because the other choice was to remain in the same building that was eventually going to collapse on their head. Una don hear wetin im talk. say abeg o make una stop to dey complain. Oga Onilu na him talk this one, the director general of the National Orientation Agency na him talk this one, say Nigerians are not being realistic. Say if to say una dey realistic, una go know say this thing is a process, and say na process wey we dey pass. So say Oga Tinubu is in the process and making things better. That is what they said. Say Oga Tinubu is in the process of making things better. Make una stop to dey complain. Say every time una go dey complain, say anybody wey dey complain say things are being hard, so that person is not being realistic. And say Nigeria, he can use Nigeria as example. Say Nigeria dey like building wey get cracks. Say if to say dem come sell that building, or say him get person wey come say this building dem go carry am down, and the person wey buy am go come break down the house, come dey build am, dey rebuild am better and building. And na him wetin come dey talk say na him be say that period of time wey be say dem dey build this building and dem dey rebuild am, and rain go dey beat you, but at the end of the day you go chop palliative, and na you go enjoy at the end. Say na wetin dey happen, and say make una pardon, make una no dey complain. Say Oga Tinubu is making a better tomorrow for us. He's planning a better tomorrow. But wonderful people, aside from that one, he get something wey be say dem dey talk for here, and wey be say the news just land my table. I say make I read na this news, and wey be say dem talk Supreme Court and told to nullify the inauguration of Tinubu as winner of 2023 presidential election. What to know? They say President Ahmed Tinubu is facing legal action before the Supreme Court, accused of unlawfully presenting himself in inauguration as president despite a pending legal challenge against the conduct of the 2023 presidential election. But that one don't pass. My man don't win that case. Yes, he don't win that case, and that one don't pass. But the news wey be say I wan read una be say na Oga Shetima. Yes, they say 15 billion to build house for VIP Kashim Shetima. Now Oga Wike dey talk this one. Oh, they wan use 15 million to build house for person. They wan use 15 million build house for Oga Shetima. Now wetin dem talk say Rufai Oseni, award-winning journalist and anchor of Arise Television, has raised alarm concerning over the Naira 15 billion budgeted to build a new residence for the Vice President, Kashim Shettima. Recall that on Wednesday, November, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, while defending the 61.5 billion 2023 supplementary budget of the FCT, before the House of Representatives Committee said the plan was to give the VP a befitting residence. According to him, the construction of a new residence for the Vice President was approved in 2010 by the Federal Executive Council at the cost of 7 billion, but the project was abandoned. He further said that the current administration has threatened to commence the project, and at that contractor has reviewed the project up to 15 billion, despite the allocation of another 2.5 billion for the renovation of the current residence of the VP in the federal government supplementary budget recently passed by the National Assembly and signed by the President. On other hear this one now, then don't they talk say they won't build new house for Oga Shetima, the Vice President, and they won't build new house for him. And that aside from they won't use about 15 billion build new house for him, and they say they go use about 8 billion. They go use 2.5 billion to renovate the place where they say in they live currently. Now they won't use 2.5 billion and renovate them as making the manage them to they don't build that one finish. Yes, I'm waiting the talk. And this 15 billion be say that place they don't start the project since 2010. Now I make the con talk say the contractor say he go renew the project with 15 billion, and now they don't give them. They say this money they won't give am this 16 billion make you use build start the project. But as in they do that project, then go renovate the one where in they stay on top. And Oga Wike said the project is titled Design and Construction of Vice President Residence at the cost of 5 billion. Now waiting Oga Wike talk. But wonderful people now don't hear am, so now here we go cut am for now. I beg give them a first time way to listen to this wonderful channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share.